I am unmuted. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hope everyone had a glorious day today. It was over 80 degrees here in the Pacific Northwest. Gorgeous with a breeze. I know that in some parts of the country, they're dealing with a lot of storms, and I hope everyone in those parts of the United States are safe and well cared for. All right. Why don't we go ahead and get started? So I want to welcome you to the Radiance Collective. This is our opportunity to come together to remember the truth of who we are, the Christ within us, and to activate that and make sure that it is accessible and that we are working it and seeing it work in our lives. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And so I'm very glad that you're here. And if there is someone who you feel would also benefit from this, go ahead and invite them. You can send them the link that got you here. You can share this. Some of my lessons and over the next couple of weeks or so will be inspired by the book, The Prayer Paradox by Reverend Sherri James. And there's a link to the book. There's a link to the book in my description. You can get it on Amazon. So feel free to pick up a copy. It's a powerful book. It follows the life of a woman named Tracy who was on a life journey that takes her on a spiritual adventure. And one of the first lessons in the book is to partner with God. Tracy finds herself at what she considers to be one of the lowest she'd experienced. And she makes a pledge that she will partner with God in order to change her circumstances. Now, she didn't do this with joy and enthusiasm. She did it through desperation and with her back up against the wall. It reads in the book, she decided that she was done playing at spirituality. She was going to live these principles so thoroughly, so completely, so relentlessly that she would either transform her life or expose the whole thing as a beautiful, well-marketed fraud. Tracy felt as though she had been playing at spirituality. Have you ever felt that way? That you're going through the motions, but you have no real expectations? Are there areas of your life that remind you of Tracy's, where you've been taking the classes, you've been going to the services, you've been doing the things, but life looks about the same today as it did when you first walked through the door? Well, maybe it's time for you to form a new alliance with God as well. The truth is, partnership with God is not passive. It's not sitting back and hoping something changes. Tracy realized she had been standing on the sidelines, spiritually informed, but not spiritually engaged. She knew the language. She attended the classes. She believed in the principles, but she wasn't acting on them or with them. And many of us know that feeling. We're inspired, we're connected, we're learning, but we're not yet activated. Partnership with God is the moment you step into the arena. It's when you stop rehearsing and you start performing. It's when you stop waiting for a sign and you decide to be the sign. It's when you say, I'm done dabbling. I'm done playing around with this. I'm ready to live this for real. And when you make that shift, even if it's quiet, even if it's not perfect, something in the universe responds. God does not partner with your potential. God partners with your participation. God doesn't just act. You have been given will, choice. You have to step into partnership with God. You have to make that intentional step. I heard Della Reese would say that God is a gentleman. He does not impose his will upon you. So you have to make that step. You have to participate. And participation does not mean strain or struggle. It simply means willingness. It means showing up. It means taking the next step with God instead of trying to figure it out all by yourself. So let's take a moment and call into your mind that thing, that area that you know has been stable, unmoved, that has been the same. That thing that you have been wanting to move, but it hasn't moved. Let's take a moment and identify that. Because we all have an area of our lives that is at a low point, that has remained unchanged. Now, you may be in a similar situation as Tracy at your lowest point, but we don't have to let things get that far. So let's take it into prayer, into meditation. Let's see it, and then let's partner with God. Allow God to show you what is your part in this partnership. So if you've captured it either in your mind or on paper, let's relax. Let's sit up tall but relaxed, shoulders down. You can place your hands on your lap. They can be palms up for reception, palms down to ground. Let's take one deep breath in, hold it, and breathe out through the mouth. One more deep breath in, hold it, and breathe out through the mouth. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And let's begin to send signals to our body that it's time to relax so that we may go within. So let's take a few breaths together. Breathing in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold. Allow your breath to move to its natural rhythm. We'll start with relaxing the head. As you pay attention to your head, your scalp, your forehead, your face, it slowly begins to relax. Just the thought to relax relaxes it. Your command is powerful. Direct this relaxation thought to your throat, your neck, relaxed. This relaxation energy moves down to your shoulders, your back, down your arms to your elbows, your forearms, your hands and your fingers, all relax. Your chest, your waist, your lower back, your abdomen. Relaxed. Your hips, your glutes, your pelvis, your thighs. Relaxed, relaxed, relaxed. Your knees, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your feet and your toes. You are relaxed. From head to toe, relaxed. Open and ready to receive. And breathe. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Open your heart and your mind to receive. wants to partner with you. God has been waiting for you to ask for it to participate. Just waiting for you to ask. Join me in this thing called life. Listen for the instructions. Listen for the terms of this new partnership you are forming with the divine. Tracy made a decision that night to stop playing at spirituality and to start living it. What does that mean for you? Slowly bring your attention, your awareness back to this space, back to this present moment. Back to the space that you're in. And take a few moments and capture what came to you. What area? What type of partnership? Let's take a moment and capture what came. For Tracy, her partnership with God involved tithing. She promised to tithe on every penny that came her way. What does your partnership ask of you? Will you start playing and commit? There's much more to Tracy's partnership experience. You can read all about it in The Prayer Paradox by Reverend Sherri James. Again, there's a link in the description for the book. The book is a combination of Tracy's story and spiritual lessons that she applies along the way. The reader gets to walk side by side with Tracy through her spiritual adventures and her growth. This week, I'm inviting you to the Stop Playing at Spirituality Challenge. What we're going to do is we're going to choose one area of our lives, one area of your life, where you know you've been playing at spirituality, where you've been inspired but you're not engaged, where you've been praying but not participating, where you've been circling around the idea instead of stepping into it. Tracy realized at her lowest point that she had been standing on the sidelines of her own spiritual life. She knew the principles. She believed in the principles, but she wasn't living them. And many of us have that same moment of recognition. So this week, as part of this challenge, I'm going to ask you to take one concrete action that says, I am done playing at spirituality. I'm ready to partner with God for real. For real, for real. Not a perfect action. It doesn't have to be a dramatic action. Just one step that puts you in the arena. It could be, I'm going to journal every day. It could be, I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes every day. But one step that signals your willingness, one step that says to God, I'm in, put me in the arena. Because partnership isn't proven by what we intend. It's revealed by what we do. So if you're in the challenge, type in the chat, type in the comments, yes, I am in this challenge with you, Robin. Let this be the week you shift from spiritual spectator to spiritual participant. Let this be the week you stop playing at spirituality and you start living it. And trust this, the moment you take that step, God will meet you there, guiding you, strengthening you, and moving with you every inch of the way. So are you in with me? Yes. 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 Well, I want to thank you for your partnership with the Radiance Collective tonight. We are here every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, embarking on our own spiritual journeys. So if you know someone that you feel would love to join with us, please invite them using the link that got you here today. If you're not on our email list or signed up for text, please use the web address that's scrolling on the screen or the QR code that you see on the screen. I hope again that you had a glorious Sunday. I'll see you here next Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye. Bye, Cindy.